everyone, welcome to my makeup tutorial. That was my plan of what I was going to do. It's a sliced face makeup. I hope you enjoy. First off, I've already pre-prepped the area with alcohol and I'm going ahead and just taking an earbud and moisturising that area. So using Nivea face cream, well, moisturising day cream actually. But anyway, so after I've done that, I'm going to take Ben Nye Nose and Scar Wax and a small spatula and scoop some product out. And then I'm going to go ahead and moisturise my fingers so I can work with the product much easier. It is a must to do this because it's just so much harder otherwise. So what I'm doing is I'm rolling it into a sausage shape. So just keep doing that until you've got your desired shape. Keep working with the wax until sausage shape has arrived. Now, taking some Cerulean Spirit Gum, I'm going to apply this to my face. So it's just like a nail varnish bottle, and then I'm just tapping it with an earbud to make it a bit more tacky, and then going along and tapping it with my finger. I tried to dry my face there, that was a fail, but anyway. And now when you think the Spirit Gum is tacky, just apply the wax. I was a bit stupid here, I didn't blend it out and it fell off my face, but anyway. Just reshaped the wax and then placed it on my face again and started blending it out, blending the edges out then and there. So you've got to be careful with this part because it is quite tricky as it's on your face and you can't really see what you're doing very well on some parts, even though you do have a mirror. It is a bit tricky. So just keep doing this as much as you can. As well as you can even. I took another mirror, a closer up mirror, because it's getting a bit tricky. So just keep doing that. Blending out the edges does take time. As I've said in my other video, I spent a lot of time blending out the edges, but I don't spend as much time doing it as in this video. So you don't have to worry. So just keep doing it, because apparently I spent more time than I thought I did. Oh well, never mind. Then taking an earbud and some Vaseline, rub it over the area and it will just smooth down any imperfections and it will make the wound appear more smooth and realistic like. That did not make sense. Oh well. So just keep doing that until you've got your desired shape. I was just pinching it to make it a bit more shape. Then just going over with your spatula again, you can blend out the edges again. Then I'm just taking off the extra Vaseline as I am going to be working with liquid latex. And Vaseline, I do know that it has the tendency to break down the liquid latex, but it didn't really affect it. Now taking a dotting tool, a cutting tool, cut into the wax. Be very careful, do not cut your face. It's not very sharp, this one, but anyway, it's just to make the wound obviously look real, otherwise it wouldn't. Now opening some liquid latex, I'm pouring it into the lid, just a little bit, and taking an earbud then working it all over. As I've said before, I like using earbuds because I can just throw them away afterwards and I don't have to wash them, which is what I would have to do with paintbrushes. So just keep working this in. This will help to seal in the wax, and it will the liquid latex is actually making my eyes cry then. Right, I've just let it dry for a bit. Now I'm taking some sealer to go over to the liquid latex. I had a bit of trouble opening that and I had to take a wristband off to open it. And eventually opened it. So just work this over, and I dropped them on the floor. Well done, Kay. So just work this over the wound. This will seal it in more, and so the wound will last longer as well. Ignore the white patch of liquid latex. I'm going to cover that up later with some grease paint. That actually made my eyes water as well, the sealer. Anyway, just keep working it in. It doesn't take that long to dry actually. But just taking an earbud again, I'm just taking some excess sealer off so it will dry quicker. So I've let that dry. Now I'm taking some translucent powder because the sealer has the tendency to look quite shiny. So this translucent powder will just take away the shine and it will look more realistic. So just take a fluffy brush and just work the powder over the wound. Now that taking that same dotting tool, I'm just cutting it open a bit because the liquid latex covered it up a bit inside and I wanted to just re-pierce it. Now taking some grease paint and yes, again, you guessed it, an earbud. Take some grease paint and work it just over the wound slightly, just to give it some red colour to it, make it more realistic looking. Then taking a paintbrush, this is quite a fluffy paintbrush in fact, and I was just blending it out and it actually worked alright. And then I was just taking that same grease paint and working it over the wound. This is just giving it quite a nice colour to it, making it like quite fresh and gruesome looking. So yeah, just keep working that paintbrush in and just blending it out and adding more colour to it. Just remember to blend it out because of harsh lines, it just won't look right, and without it being blended, it just won't look realistic. Now taking some black grease paint, I'm going to do it more into the wound. This will give the wound more depth and it will look more realistic. So taking that same fluffy paintbrush, just blend it out. Keep blending, or else it's patching out everywhere. I'm using these colours and it will just make it look quite bruised and irritated. So just keep blending it out with that same paintbrush. Now taking a brown contouring powder in the NYX palette, I'm just contouring my cheek on one side. I know I should have done both, and I should have, but I didn't, and I'm sorry for that. And then I'm just doing it on my forehead as well, and with that same fluffy brush, just blending that out, and then taking a kabuki brush doing that as well. If I had not sped this tutorial up, it would have been 23 minutes. I do not think any of you would have liked to watch that. Then taking a fluffy eyeshadow brush, you can't see what colour I'm picking, but I'm picking quite a warm chocolate colour. I wanted to make my eye seem a bit irritated on this side and bruised. I should have done it on both sides, but yet again I didn't. I'm a silly person. And yeah. So anyway, just take that fluffy brush and blend that into your skin. I'm not using any primer because I want it to look quite rough and bleh, because you've just been cut. Now taking a Carolean colour wheel, this is just another grease paint wheel thing, taking an earbud again. I'm making a bruise on this side of my face and just like I've been hit by something, and yeah. So taking some deep purples and reds and blacks, just make it look quite a fresh bruise. So just taking that earbud, just blend it out. Don't put too much colour on because one colour will overpower it. I also put a yellow colour on it as well to give it more colour. Then taking that fluffy brush, I just blended that out. Now taking some scratch blood. I have no idea why I did this, it just looked ridiculous, so don't do this if you are gonna do this. Yeah, I used that dotting tool, so put a bit inside of that. But what I do in a second, is what I'm not proud of. It does not look right at all, and I'm so sorry. Yeah, I just put some scratch blood and filled that in with that. That was okay, that bit was fine. But when I decided to put it on the other side of my face, that was not a good move. But you know. Now I'm just taking more colour and I'm just blending it on the outside of that wound, because I really just giving it more depth, and yeah. Yeah, and then I put it in that, this is what I do, which is stupid. I don't know why I did this, but yeah. I thought, oh yeah, let's put a scratch on this side of my face, it'll look good. But it didn't, it looked really rubbish. I'm blocking my shame with that mirror. Then taking a stippling brush, I just stippled over it, stippled even, and just give it a bit more texture. And yeah, then taking some Cerulean dark red blood, I'm dipping it, using a brush, dipping it in, and putting it in the wound because it doesn't actually have any blood in it yet. And because obviously a wound does have blood, because everybody bleeds. So just keep doing that, working around the area. We're gonna take the excess off with a tissue, and it will make it look more realistic, so it doesn't look like you've just put blood on, because it just doesn't happen beautifully. It just happens in a mess. I'm just using that other paintbrush. Then taking a stippling brush, just stippling, and then the same tissue, just tapping it out. I just randomly spludged blood in different places. Then taking some dark red lipstick on a lip brush, just put it on your lips. I don't know how to say it, pursed your lips? Yeah, pursed your lips together. And I was only putting it in the centre really, I just wanted to give my lips a slight bit of colour, not too much. And then applying some just lip gloss to that. And just taking some mascara, we're going to make ourselves look pretty. Our eyelashes will be long. This is just extending mascara, because you want to look pretty when you've been beaten up. It was kind of meant to be a battle, because I put my hair in a high bun, and I was kind of a girl warrior, and yeah. But you know, it doesn't always work out. Yeah, I was happy with the wound side of my face, but the scratch side of my face I was not. But anyway, well, this is the finished look. I'm just posing for you, some crappy poses, but you know. And I zoom in and you can't even see it because it's blurry, but you know, oh well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Comment, like, subscribe. Bye!